In this week's The Most Obvious Truths Are the Ones That Most Need Repeating news, R. Kelly is a terrible person. There's a new piece in BuzzFeed from the Chicago music writer Jim DeRogatis, who's been on the R. Kelly story since day one and spoke to some parents who say that their young daughters are being kept by R. Kelly in what is basically a cult leader situation, where they have to ask for permission to leave their room, to use the bathroom. They have their phones confiscated and replaced by new R. Kelly phones that they're only allowed to use to talk to R. Kelly. And if R. Kelly decides that they're breaking any of these rules, he punishes these women verbally and physically. Yeah. And that's not even half of the wickedness that was documented in this piece. But what might be the scariest part is how cunning and calculated R. Kelly seems to be nowadays about trying to continue his abusive and predatory behavior without quite crossing the line of definitively breaking any existing laws. Which means it's not entirely clear yet exactly what can be done about this R. Kelly story right now. However, there are two things I know we can do right now, and the first one is stop giving R. Kelly money for music. Stop going on stage and calling R. Kelly your brother. Stop acting like Frankie Beverly and Maze don't exist and we somehow need R. Kelly in order to have a functional cookout. Stop supporting R. Kelly. That's number one. Number two is we can all recognize that R. Kelly is far from the only person out here doing this kind of terrible thing. That this R. Kelly story is not an anomaly, it's a tradition. It's the same tradition we saw play out in our hip hop circles with Africa Bambaataa. It's the same thing we see all over the tech world and the corporate world right now with how women are treated there. Abuse and predatory behavior are happening all the time, in large part because we maintain a tradition of looking the other way and ignoring it and enabling it when it happens around us. So all of us, especially us men, need to be looking for ways we can break that tradition. And the good news is there's lots of groups working on these issues that we can learn from and get involved with. In fact, there's just as many people working on these issues as there are people making good-ass music that we could listen to instead of R. Kelly. Stop supporting R. Kelly.